I'm Jason, the world is yours, and today we have a story about MSNBC drops Tiffany Cross from their weekend lineup. MSNBC has dropped Tiffany's Cross weekend show after a nearly 2-year run. The network chose not to renew her contract and will fill her time slot with a series of rotating hosts in the interim, according to a source familiar with the plans. Variety was first to report on the network's decision. Cross shows the Cross Connection lost in 2020 as part of a series of changes to MSNBC's weekend lineup that also included a new show that featured Jonathan Capehart. Cross staff was informed of the decision on Friday morning, that's today, but will remain in place. Cross did not immediately respond to a request for comments. She previously was the DC bureau chief for BET Networks. A source confirmed that there were concerns at the network at MSNBC that Cross's commentary on the show and elsewhere did not meet the network's editorial standard. This is the elsewhere part. In an appearance on Charlamagne's The Guard Comedy Central show on Thursday, Cross said Florida literally, now excuse the language, this is what Cross said, this is a quote. Cross said the state of Florida literally, hold on, let me say this right. Cross said, quote, this is her quote, the state of Florida literally looks like the dick of the country, unquote. That was her quote. I guess it's a comedy show, so she's trying to be funny. I don't think that's the reason she probably got fired for. I really don't think that joke was like that offensive. Like, it's kind of corny. It's kind of childish to say something like that. But I don't think she got fired because of this joke. This is probably just one of many reasons. This article does not talk about the ratings. MSNBC doesn't really do live shows on weekends, which I think it would be a lot better to do instead of having all of these like editorial shows and segments. They should just cover live news with an anchor who just covers the live news and throws in a few interviews here and there during the day. But I think all of the problem with MSNBC weekend shows is that they still do so many segments and they don't really cover the live news. And even though some people say that there's not much live news to cover on weekends, and this is kind of true, you can still throw in segments and interviews in those shows. But when the whole show on the weekend is basically segment after segment after editorial view after editorial view, it kind of just gets lost on the weekend crowd. Let me know if you've ever seen this show. I personally have never seen Cross Connection on MSNBC. I don't know if it was a morning show, was it an afternoon show? I'm assuming it was more of a segment kind of a show. And like I said, I think MSNBC should look more into anchors who can cover live events on weekends. I am Jason, the world is yours. Today we have a story about MSNBC has dropped Tiffany Cross from their weekend lineup. Thank you for watching.